White flag waving for Jamie McMurray.
Truex hadn't been in the hunt all day long, and there he is right on the back of the 5 car. Like I said before, that's got to be demoralizing for Kyle.
Half a lap to go. McMurray, Busch, Truex.
And I think that Kyle lost his momentum off turn 2 that first lap and just was never able to get it back.
Kyle Busch led 151 of the laps that'll be run today, but it's going to be Jamie McMurray scoring a win. Second win of 2004 for McMurray.
Reed Sorensen down into turn 3. He'll get the white flag this time by the start-finish line.
He has one more car in front of him, but right now he has almost a 15-second lead. I think if I was Brian Patty, those guys, I'd just say, look, just back off right now and just run this last 3/4 of a lap.
Sorensen will join Greg Biffle, Scott Riggs, Jack Sprague, David Green, Michael Waltrip, and Jason Leffler as winners here at the Nashville Super Speedway. As he enters turn 4. Checkered flag, this time by for 19-year-old Reed Sorensen as he picks up his first career NASCAR Busch Series victory.
And we come to the white flag. And the final lap tonight here in St. Louis. Sorensen looking for his second NASCAR Busch Series win. Hard to believe a kid 19 years old in his first season in the Busch Series could be thinking championship, but he is. He's got a good team. Obviously, the kid's fast, and he's going to gain a whopping pile of points on Martin Truex Jr. tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to shake the points up tonight with Martin having those trouble.
Sorensen's going to lead the most laps tonight, and he's going to win the race. As the 19-year-old from Forest Park, Georgia, takes his second NASCAR Busch Series win, Sorensen winning the Wallace Family Tribute 250 by 4 car lengths over Mike Wallace.
Mears down on the apron. Final lap. Brad Parrott used to work with Carl Edwards as his crew chief. Now crew chiefing the 42 car of Casey Mears. Edwards 9/10 of a second behind. Half a lap from the finish. Does Casey Mears have enough fuel to get to the checkered flag? Edwards watching from behind him. Mears off of 4.
Got it.
And Casey Mears wins at Chicagoland.
Hello, guys. Hell of a job. Great call, Brad.
White flag this time by. He's got one more attempt. He's got to hold off Hamlin this time. This is Denny Hamlin's best shot in turn 1 if he can get there on the final lap. Connie Montoya knows that he's got him by 2 car lengths. She has seen her husband time and again pull it off at Indianapolis. Cars off the racetrack.
That was Regan Smith running in 5th position. His son comes back on the track, doesn't lose hardly anything, so he's kind of back in the game with Carl Edwards again. No problem with Regan Smith. Now, Juan Pablo, pretty good lead going into turn 4. Another passing zone, but he's not got anybody messing with him now. That's off at turn 4. Andy, that's a real tough, leading to the S's. Again, that's where he's good at.
Just a few corners to go here. Just got to hit his marks.
Remember in qualifying, he overdrove the S's and he jammed on the brakes and smoked the tires. It cost him a chance at the pole. He was frustrated. He was downright angry. He came out of the car throwing things, saying the expectations are that I'm going to come to Mexico and win a NASCAR Busch Series race.
A good turn, exit off of turn 6, a lot of speed. Coming into 7, up off 8 right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, open up the NASCAR history books, because out of turn 8, Juan Pablo Montoya becomes the next winner of the NASCAR Busch Series. Juan Pablo Montoya has won it here at Mexico City, and the fans are going wild. What an effort. White flag waves for the 41 car of Reed Sorensen. Sorensen comes sailing by. There is Scott Wimmer, Rudeman, Leffler, Reagan, and Edwards.
In fact, Park's still flying off that 60 car. I saw some debris fly off of him.
Well, Reed's cleared the 28 car lap car. He's got clear sailing right now. He can smell this thing. He's just got to bring this baby home. And again, Chip Ganassi, what a smart guy doing what he did.
And 21-year-old Peachtree City, Georgia driver Reed Sorensen pulls it off for the second time. At Gateway International, Reed Sorensen becomes the 13th driver to win in 2007.
White flag in the air. One more time around. Kyle Larson in front of Austin Dillon. Eric Jones, Brian Scott, Ryan Blaney, Daniel Suarez, Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott, Regan Smith, Darrell Wallace Jr., and Chris Buescher all on the lead lap. Down the backstretch for the final time. Kyle Larson right up against the wall. Larson looking for his third career win.
Bring it on home. We waited all year, baby.
Larson will win in Miami.
I tell you, you gotta give it up for the Xfinity competition. The fact that Ty Dillon's running up in the third spot and Kyle Larson's leading this race. After qualifying, people were like, how are we gonna beat the Gibbs cars? Well, we haven't beaten them yet, but we've showed them we've got something for them.
Well, you got to be in position if you're going to have an opportunity to knock them off, because we know how fast they are. And we are noticing now sprinkles on our onboard camera. You saw Kyle Busch get around Joey Logano. So Busch is now fourth. Kyle Larson's advantage, 0.2 of a second. They're getting the rain gear out. Weather on the way, and we could have a battle for the lead when we return. It's Larson, Eric Jones, Ty Dillon, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, the top 5.
Hang on, Kyle.
Fox NASCAR coverage live at Pocono Raceway. NASCAR Xfinity Series making their debut run here. And you may have heard it as we went to break. Caution came out for rain. They're bringing the cars down pit road. And it is quite a thunder shower on this Saturday afternoon in Long Pond, Pennsylvania.
I believe this is what NASCAR would describe as we've lost the track.
Indeed.
NASCAR just telling us here at Fox they have officially called the Xfinity Series race at Pocono. 53 laps out of 100. NASCAR says the race officially called, making Ganassi driver Kyle Larson your Xfinity Series winner in the inaugural Pocono race.
Marks through turn 12, and the left-hander turn 13, coming back to the start-finish line for the final lap of the race, unless we see the caution. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Probably as hard a rain as they have encountered the entire day right here for this final lap.
Marks doing everything he can to focus. Where is the good spot to run the 42 car? Hornish within reach.
Yeah, trying to get out where he can see. You can see that, but he found some puddles out there, Sam Hornish did, as he approached turn 2.
You see the water pouring away from the Goodyear Eagles. They channel the water out, and there's a lot of it coming out from them now. Just pouring down through the kink and down to turn 4.
You're in the 4th.
He's got to be so careful, DJ.
Yeah, right now it's just the racetrack that he's having to deal with right now. I'm looking at other cameras that we have. There's really no one else off the course that should impede his progress, but it's just a matter of how hard he can attack and stay on the track.
Coming to the checkered flag, appears to be clear for Justin Marks, but he's got about 7 more corners to negotiate. Cleanly through 6.
Yeah, this is exactly what he's done all day. Better than everyone else in these severe conditions that he's encountering right now. Doing a very, very nice job of staying in front of Sam Hornish.
Last weekend, wife Erin and Justin welcomed baby Presley into their world. Could they have another big day for the Marks family here? Carefully up to that left-hander goes Justin Marks. Needing and using the entire racetrack. Final 2 corners for Marks. Can he do it? He's through 12. He makes the left-hand turn through turn 13. And Justin Marks is going to win at Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, you did it!
Kyle Larson now. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. It was 0.6 of a second when they crossed the start-finish line. The gap between Kyle Larson and Brad Keselowski. 4 races in 2016 have ended with a last lap pass. And again, the 22 of Brad Keselowski has not won this year. Through the middle of the racetrack, coming out of turn 4. Kyle Larson's going to hold him off. Larson's going to win in Texas.
Logano ran a different line than Larson there. It looked like he gained a little bit of momentum down the front.
1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. 4 car lengths for Larson in front of Logano. Team Penske has never won here. And for Kyle Larson, trying to win for the 2nd time in Southern California, his home state, first career win, came here 3 years ago.
It'll be all about lane choice down here in turns 3 and 4. Larson lost some ground the last time through. Where does he go?
Joey's going to drive it in really hard in a lane up. He's going to try and get a big run here off the corner and maybe a draft down the front stretch.
Larson went low. Back to the line. Logano's got to run. Going to be a good finish here. Give it to Kyle Larson. 1 lap to go for Kyle Larson. White flag is out. Brought to you by Credit One Bank.
He doesn't need to pass Brennan Poole here, but he's going to anyways.
For good measure. A dominating day for Kyle Larson. Started on pole. Is going to lead 137 laps. 8th win of his career. Going to be his first at Dover. Kyle Larson does it.
Well, he really has made it look easy. And when you have a good car, that certainly makes you feel a lot better as a driver and be able to make moves. But he's also, you could see him a couple of times whenever he got in positions in the 1st and 2nd stage of running up on lap traffic and getting himself there. He just pulled the reins back a little bit and waited for the right opportunity.
The white flag was displayed. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Down into turn 3. Beautifully up off of turn 4. Tyler Reddick is going to get his first win in the Xfinity Series.
On the right side of your screen, with 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank, Alex Bowman looking for his first win of the season in the Xfinity Series. Potentially looking for his first career win in the Xfinity Series as well, and this is his 51st start. Alex Bowman, the 24-year-old from Tucson, Arizona, will take over for Dale Jr., but right now he wins in Charlotte.
White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
That yellow flag was Kyle Larson's best friend. There was no way he was going to make it on fuel without it. He got the yellow flag, reset with new tires and fuel, was able to make the most of these restarts, and here he is driving away with just a half a lap to go to bring home a Vegas win.
His first win at Las Vegas, going to be a dominating performance. 142 of 200 laps led. Here comes Kyle Larson. He's a winner in Sin City.
Kyle Larson coming up on 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around for Kyle Larson, the 25-year-old who 20 years ago, when he was 5 years old, sat down and did an interview, and he told his mom and dad, he said, "I like to start in the back." And they said, "Well, why? Why would you like to start in the back?" He said, "Because I get to pass more people." Well, that happened today for him because they had to change the right front tire. It had gone down after qualifying. He had to start in the back of the field. He went from the back to the front in dominating fashion. And Kyle Larson will come out and win at Chicagoland. Larson now working on blocking. One more time around. Big run out of Haley as he gets up to the back bumper of the 7.
Runs coming from both lanes. The inside's on the inside of Larson now.
Elliott Sadler. Now, can he clear the 42? Sadler up front.
He didn't clear him.
By inches he didn't clear him. Now he's got to side draft him. Get to that left rear quarter panel. Pull him back to you. Hope the 22 gets to you and push you in front of the 42.
Side by side down the backstretch.
What matters now is what line's going to get the help from behind. What's Blaney going to do here? There's going to be a huge push from the top.
Side draft once again. Larson, Elliott Sadler, side by side, coming into the tri-oval. They bump. 3 wide. The big move on the inside. A huge win for Haley.
Well, NASCAR's made the call. They said the 24 went below the yellow line to advance his position. Winner, Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson ends up winning. White flag in the air one more time around. Larson has cleared him. Allgaier, look at his hands. Fighting for second, but Christopher Bell makes the move. He takes second away. Allgaier all the way up high. Larson comes out. He'll win at Bristol. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Ross Chastain has shouldered the pressure. Down the backstretch for the final time. The opportunity given to Ross Chastain. Coming out of turn number 4, he's going to earn his first win in the Xfinity Series. What an incredible turn of events it has been for John Hunter Nemechek. It looked as though he had given the race away when he slid into his pit box and just a bit too far, had to back up. Then they had to come back around, tighten lug nuts up. It looked as though the race was gone and not a chance. There's 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. But John Hunter Nemechek fought. He fought hard on the high side, was able to catch the 21 and then successfully get by. And now John Hunter Nemechek, as he enters turn number 3, looking for his first ever win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. The 21-year-old from Mooresville will win at Kansas.
Look how slow Earnhardt is bringing them down. He's posting into the tri-oval. Now the green is in the wind, and he takes off.
Well, there's a method to his madness. We saw Ricky Hendrick lose the ARCA race here the other day. If you've got an open gear in these cars, you're only pulling with the right rear tire. And if you really stab that throttle, you can break the thing loose, and the car won't go. But I don't know if that was a really good move, because they're going to get a run on him up the back straightaway.
Marlin goes to 3rd. Unsponsored Kenny Wallace in 10th. He's in the show. Look at Jason Leffler right there drafting off a Nadu.
They have left Brother Michael out to dry there, DW. Afraid so, and I think Earnhardt's a set and duck, boys.
Here they come on the inside. Earnhardt comes down to block.
Too late. He had that jump start he got didn't work out. That's an old Indian trick, but it didn't work out today.
That's an awfully big lead for Sterling to have in turn 4 there. They could get a run on him.
No, I think he can hold him off from there. He can block him enough from there.
3 wide, 4 back. Felix Abadi's on his feet. They are 4 wide coming to the line. Wow. And I think Buckshot Jones may have grabbed that last transfer spot as Sterling Marlin wins it. See that on the camera lens? Yep. Glover's lobbying the NASCAR officials in his pit.
And he's getting help from his driver on the radio. Sterling really giving a very detailed weather report. You can imagine what he's telling them.
Ricky Craven is right there.
Closing in. Caution. Caution's coming out for rain. They're racing back to the yellow flag. Is this the end of the event? Hornaday has just come off of pit road, and Marlin's going to get to the caution first. For Sterling Marlin, 170 races have gone by since he last went to victory lane. It's going to happen here in Michigan today.
Just think, Ricky Craven has never gone to victory lane.
Yeah.
In the 32 car in 2nd spot. But he came close today.
He sure did. Best finish of the season for Craven, a 2nd place run in the Tide Ride. The fans that are still in their seats, on their feet, as Sterling Marlin puts his hand out the window. The somewhat soggy salute at the checkered flag, and Marlin has won a rain-shortened Pepsi 400 at Michigan. You know, we talked at the top of our broadcast about this being the home stadium for many of these teams and how important it was to win. Ironically, the guy that's going to win is one of the few drivers who doesn't live in the Charlotte area.
Still maintains his residence in Columbia, Tennessee.
Nashville area, that's where Columbia is.
But the car and the 30 or 40 people that work on this car are all based about 30 miles from here.
Final lap for Sterling Marlin, seeking his 8th NASCAR Winston Cup win and his 2nd of 2001. He's led the Dodge Boys charge all throughout this season, and now he's going to get the win in the UAW GM Quality 500.
Right now, Sterling Marlin saying it's all about me.
Yeah, that's right.
White flag.
He wishes he had a orange spoiler on the back of that car.
Talking about Kurt Busch, who was way off the pace, but will finish this race after having a great day. Here is Marlin, 8th at Daytona, 2nd at Rockingham, looking for his 9th Winston Cup win, all on super speedways.
And another win for Dodge. And the most consistent car the second half of the season last year and starting off that way again this year. It's got to be a thrill to be driving that thing right now.
Sterling Marlin brings the Coors Light Dodge across the line for his 9th Winston Cup victory.
Boy, what a season this guy's having. I mean, 4 top 10s, leading the points. He's consistent every week. Channel out
material. And look, wasn't afraid to change the motor and go to the rear. Wasn't worried. A lot of guys say, well, we're doomed.
And wasn't afraid to let people pass him. Say, I'll race you when the time comes.
2 guys that went to the rear are first and second point men. Where are they now?
Right up there.
First and fifth.
Get back to the line. Got no pressure.
Sterling Marlin will get his 8th consecutive top 10 finish, his 10th Winston Cup career win, and his 2nd win of 2002. Marlin wins the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400.
Will McMurray make one mistake in traffic that costs him the race? Can the 2000 champion pounce and take advantage? 1.5 miles to go. White flag is up at Charlotte. Jamie McMurray trying to pull off the upset.
And Jerry Nadeau was a class act that time. He got out of the way. Let McMurray and Bobby Labonte decide this thing among themselves.
One final set of corners to go. No lap traffic to come into play. Labonte's going to have to make a desperate move here. He rides into the corner deep.
Come on, the race ain't over. Come on, come on.
He'll do it. 26-year-old Jamie McMurray pulls off the victory in just his 2nd NASCAR Winston Cup start. Unbelievable.
McMurray edges ahead, and they'll see the white flag.
Whoa, they touched that time again.
Jamie gets sideways, baby. Holds on to it. Hang on. Marlin's up there. White flag.
Hang on to her, Jamie. Here comes Sterling.
McMurray saved it, but it gave Marlin a run on both of them, and Marlin takes the lead, trying to win his 4th. Nextel Open.
Jamie carried it into turn 1 a little bit too hard, got up out of the groove, had to get out of the throttle.
He's going to try the inside down there. You block the inside. If he goes high, I'll let you know.
He's got a long way to go, though. He's behind him about 3 car lengths. Sterling just shot out of a rocket with 2 laps to go.
Looked like the truck race.
That was yours.
Checkered flag in the air. Sterling Marlin wins the Nextel Open for the 4th time.
Guys, Montoya trying to save all the fuel he can. You can feel the nerves down here in the 42 pit. This is a young man who grew up not having enough money for public transportation, he recalls. He used to take his rollerblades everywhere he would go. He got a shot in 1997 at the Formula 3000 season, and that was the break he was looking for. Finished 2nd in that championship in his rookie year, and the F1 teams took notice. The Williams team picked him up, put him in their F3000 ride, won the championship, beat out Nick Heidfeld. Of course, the story's going to F1, and now here in Nextel Cup. On the verge of winning his first ever race, his wife Connie looks on. Can the fuel hold out for Montoya?
Less than a lap ago, white flag in the air at Sonoma.
Just keep up as much speed you can through here.
He's got about 4 seconds on Harvick right now, so if he can just drive it smooth and keep the thing running, he's got a good shot. He's done a great job today. I mean, he really has run aggressively, but he raced everybody pretty much clean. He's got a half a lap to go.
All good. It's clear by like 30 or 40. All clear. Lots of room.
There's Harvick in 2nd. Montoya told Matt Yoakum earlier this week in the piece we ran earlier today that he didn't think his childhood dream of becoming a professional racer would ever come true. but you don't get many professional racers coming out of this country of Colombia. Final turn into 11, then the short jog for turn 12. Juan Pablo Montoya coming to the checkered flag. The fuel lives and Montoya wins at Sonoma. That's amazing.
This will be the white flag. Jamie McMurray is in front to try to win the 500. This will be the last lap.
Whatever happens now happens, folks. They can all wad up down here, and somebody's going to leave out that second turn to winner.
Junior on the bottom with Boyer. Biffle ahead.
Truex trying to get up there and help McMurray, but Boyer's right there behind Biffle in the 16. There goes Boyer to the outside.
Look at Junior. Come on, Junior. Come on.
Can they make it to the flag?
Nah, no way. They'll never get through this third turn.
Junior got squirreled up right there.
No, it's just perfect. He's flying through there.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. unbelievably has caught Jamie McMurray as they come to turn 4.
He'll have to go to the high side, though. McMurray will guard that line.
Crash at the back, never mind. Green flag still out. Checkered flag in the air. The 52nd Daytona 500 to Jamie McMurray.
Yes! Little Jamie, baby!
White flag is out. And this race is going to be official. The final lap. 2.5 miles to go. Boy, what a great feeling. What a great job Jamie McMurray's done. Ray Evernham said down there, Ray, I know you're sitting there saying you're the one that picked this guy, and you have all week stuck with him. And Jamie McMurray looks like he's going to make it come true for Chip Ganassi and make you look like a genius too down there, buddy. Down the backstretch for the last time. McMurray looking for his 5th Sprint Cup win in his 278th start. In the North Chute, Chip Ganassi. He knows he's this close to making history.
Yeah, he can start smiling now. You see it right there. You can see it come off the corner.
Jamie McMurray is going to win Daytona and the Brickyard 400 in the same year. Kurt Busch all over the back bumper of Marcus Ambrose, as he has never won on the road course, but Kurt having a great run today.
Does look like that left rear tire on Ambrose car is
Boy, it looked like,
yeah, definitely he's got some kind of problem now.
Yeah. Well, he's got the inside track heading down into turn 1, but boy,
be careful here.
Marcus brakes late and holds on to the position for now. Here comes Kurt. They go down and he finally clears him. And if he holds on to second, this will be his best road course finish ever. Prior to that was third back in Infineon in 2005. And he's pulling away from Marcus now.
Yeah, Ambrose definitely has a problem. And it looked to me like maybe that left rear tire was a little soft.
Down through the bus stop. White flag has already been out. We are winding this race down. Does Marcus have anything to get back to second? Because nobody is challenging this man, Juan Pablo Montoya. His last win 113 starts ago at Infineon in June of 2007. Down through the final corner for the final time.
Sorry about last week again. You did an awesome job. Way to go there, big boy. Good job. Hey, good job.
Juan Pablo Montoya, his second Cup win.
This more than anybody else. Great job, everybody. White flag this time, man. No pressure. White flag.
No pressure, the key words there, with 1.5 miles to go for Jamie McMurray. He started 27th while this battle for second continues. McMurray, this could be the biggest comeback from the worst starting position in the fall race ever here at Charlotte. What a job by this one team.
And you are clear. Congratulations, dude.
Jamie McMurray's your winner.
White flag for Jamie McMurray out of Joplin, Missouri. Jeff Burton 4 seconds back. He lacks 2.5 from Ricky Stenhouse, the second place runner, on this final lap. Then Paul Menard in 4th. Here's Truex, Montoya, and Almirola, with Quapple, Patrick, and Mears rounding out the top 10. Jamie McMurray wins the sprint showdown, beating Ricky Stenhouse by 1.2 seconds. They will transfer to tonight's Sprint All-Star race.
Well, here it comes. White flag will be in the air the last lap. Where does the move come? Who wins the race? Do they all come back to the checkered flag? Rolling.
Single file, no takers yet, single file.
Jamie McMurray leading. Here's the first move. Oh, trouble. Dillon gets turned around into the middle of the pack. Casey Mears is the one that hit him. Caution is out. Race is over.
All good, guys. All good.
Jamie McMurray, carrying the colors of Auburn University, his sponsor with a big relationship with the school, is going to take War Eagle to the finish line first. Jamie McMurray wins at Talladega.
White flag for Jamie McMurray. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a whiff. He's getting a little draft off that one car now. He's going to be just like he was last Saturday night. He's going to be oh so close.
Yes. One more corner.
0.8 of a second. About 160 feet. It might as well be 160 miles. Jamie McMurray wins the Sprint All-Star race.
Oh my. Wow.
One lap to go.
Oh, Blaney says, how about doing that one more time, boys?
He blocks the 21 on the high side.
Oh, this is going to be a run. He's going to
get a big run here.
It's going to be huge.
Question is, can he get beside him and can he clear it? Don't go to the inside, go to the outside. There it is. He's going to get him right here.
I think
he's got him.
It's going to be a drag race to the line.
Oh, he's got him.
I think he might have him. He's got the momentum.
Don't wreck.
They touch. They touch. They're sliding. They're banging. Larson got him.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
He got him.
White flag in the air. One lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. One more time around, as you mentioned. What a shakeup it will be in the chase standings. If Kyle Larson can get a win and fight for the championship at season's end. The gap staying the same, about 1.5 seconds. Down the backstretch for the final time, Kyle Larson. From the age of 5, Kyle Larson has only wanted to be a race car driver. And now, as he comes to the checkered flag, Kyle Larson's going to win in the Sprint Cup Series.
And the white flag waves. One lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Well, if you believe in karma and omens, look at the quarter panel of Kyle Larson's car and his uniform. Cars 3, number 1 this weekend at the box office. Car 42, Kyle Larson, number 1 at Michigan International Speedway.
Coming to the line, and once Kyle Larson crosses here to get the white, it will be final. White flag to the 42 Chip Ganassi Racing driver. Less than 2 miles to go. There's a hat trick on the line.
Oh my God! Give me one more set of corners, buddy, then you can celebrate all you want, bud.
One more set of corners, buddy. Kyle Larson got back here at 2:45 this morning after coming second in Knoxville. There is no second place here. Kyle Larson coming to the line with Truex chasing, will win his 3rd time in a row here in Michigan.
Coming out of 4. Green flag back in the air. We're overtime. A great restart for Martin Truex Jr. Little tire smoke coming out of the 18 as he was hard into turns 1 and 2. The 42 is cleared to 78. Going through 3 and 4. One more time around when they get the white flag. Kyle Larson out in front at Richmond. And up into the wall goes the 78 hard. Caution will come out. Kyle Larson wins.
Coming to the one to go.
Kyle's like, please wave the white flag, please.
Yeah, okay. And this time they do. He's pulling away. Larson, 0.8 of a second ahead of Dillon and Bowman.
I think Larson's had a really good car all night long. He just hasn't had the brakes go his way until now.
Looks like
Bowman with a run, but it's for second place.
another shot to go win $1 million here.
Kyle Larson for Chip Ganassi Racing.
Oh, boys.
Wins the Monster Energy Open. They're coming to the white flag, 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank, and it's 0.4 of a second.
Larson left that bottom lane open one more time. Big run coming from the 4 car. Kevin Harvick down the back straightaway.
This is amazing. All Kevin Harvick can see is dollar bills flying out the trunk of that car.
Kyle Larson
has got it made.
Had to win the Open to transfer. He did. And now Kyle Larson wins $1 million and the Monster Energy All-Star Race.
Well, he's going to be in a lot better mood than he was after that Open.
Yeah, I agree.
Here comes Kurt Busch. He takes the lead away from his brother. But now Kyle Busch fighting back. Contact made as they go into one. The Busch brothers side by side. Tied up by Kurt Busch. Kyle Busch now fighting on the inside. Once again, Kurt Busch making that outside line work.
What does Jones do here if these two get together?
Coming out of turn 4. Kurt Busch with the advantage. Kyle Busch slides. Kurt Busch will win. Out of 4. They'll show him the white flag. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank.
Bring it on home. He'll never get to you.
Kyle Larson, the 27-year-old from Elk Grove, California. Throughout the season, it looked like Kurt Busch was the leading driver for Chip Ganassi Racing. Well, it's going to be Kyle Larson who's going to give Chip Ganassi Racing their first run into the next round, the furthest they've ever gone. Larson wins at the Monster Mile.
Side by side for second. Kurt's loving this.
Yeah, Kurt Busch needs him to stay side by side. That's what's going to make it work for him.
All right, now that high side, will they get organized down the back straightaway? Day-Day's going to have some momentum here. Who will he help? Or will he go 3 wide?
Here, don't overdrive it. Wrap them.
How aggressive will they be through the final turns? DiBenedetto in second. He drifts up the track a bit. Kurt Busch, the 2004 Cup champion, is going to win in his hometown. Busch wins at Vegas. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. The final time on this surface at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kurt Busch looking for his 33rd career win, which would tie him with Fireball Roberts for 25th all-time in wins in the Cup Series. Fireball Roberts has won at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And now, out of 4 for the final time, Kurt Busch is going to win the brother duel. He wins at Atlanta.